that running through the tee is reserved for the Volunteers of Tennessee. But the Trojans here at the Vet would strongly disagree as we are set for a showdown on the Wiregrass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Troy's offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. The flag is down. Let's check the call. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Line gets set, first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the tailback. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Oh, what a move! They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He'll do it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense, is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well, but you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. To the ground with the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Cal Bears offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, it's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Troy!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Wants to throw on 3rd. He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is an all too familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way.
Lets it fly. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. Made a defender miss. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys,
oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Troy. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. You take away those passes beyond the sticks, you're going to react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So that penalty will be declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the Dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. 2nd down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Rasmussen. Feeling some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They'll give it to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score. Troy, 31.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll leave it with him. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And they got him for the sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Just gets it to the 28, pick up of 1.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Scanning the field, it's Rasmussen. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And the Golden Bears want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That's now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
They're bringing heat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Scrambling away. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Troy. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The give. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
Picks up 4. Brings up second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And he's knocked down.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Smashes in between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
coming up.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. A first down for the offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Cal! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 3.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge.
The extra point is blocked. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Leaves it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
2nd down.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The ball squirts free. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. Touchdown, Troy! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
Great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20. A pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! And the punishment has been extended. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks at H-Town had to sweat things out for much.
Offense will take over.
Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Pressure coming. And the pass is intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
69.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They'll leave it with the lone back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. On the ground, it's Conrad. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Salazar. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking to go up top on first down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
2nd and 10 after the previous play.
29 Philly. 2-9.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to throw, it's Salazar. Coming after it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. with the catch. It's Fung. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Trojans are on the move. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down.
Running back with the carry. Brought down at the 26.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up.